What's up, y'all? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm getting ready for work. I'm about to put these earrings on. Of course, I'm not gonna wear them to work, but I just feel like it balances out this boxy freaking scrubs that I have on. Okay, it balances it out. Um, got a very hot topic to get into. What's up, you all? Let me know if you can hear me. I think I need to sit y'all up a little bit. Um, yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up? Getting ready to go to work. Let's see. Make sure y'all can see me. Please comment if you can hear me. I don't know if I can see y'all comments. So somebody comment for me real quick because I'm not doing this on my phone like I usually do. I feel like I should let my hair kind of go to the side. What's up? Okay, you all can hear me. So yes, this is a very big topic, I think, that we're about to get into. You all have been wanting me to talk about this topic, and I feel like this is the best time to do it. I don't know. Okay, you can hear me. Great. Okay, so hi you all. I am your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So first off, hi. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm gonna actually read off what I just got off the internet about it, and I'll let you know. Breathe. But yeah, before we get into this video, I just wanted to tell y'all something real quick. This is something that I really dread having to talk about right now, but I just wanted to let it be out there. So, if you all don't know, my really, really close friend, my best friend, I have like 4 or 5 videos on here talking about her. Her name's Catherine. She just graduated with her BSN from nursing school, just passed NCLEX. I just wanted to let you all know that over the past weekend, her okay, this video I was not supposed to cry in this video. I was like rehearsing this before I freaking came on here. But over the past weekend, I know we're gonna get into this topic that the video is about, but over the past weekend, her father passed away. And he actually did pass away from what we're talking about in this video. So of course it was very, very sudden to her and her family. And right now they're just trying to get everything together to send him off. So if you all can please, 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 please donate to the GoFundMe that I just started for her and her family to help get her father together. I'm gonna put the link here. Of course, everything goes to her family to help with, of course, burying her father. Um, yeah, this is just super sudden. And if you all have seen any of her videos, she's like one of the best people that I know. She's the kindest person I know. She's so amazing. So this is like really tough. I've known her since I was 9 years old. Of course, I've known her dad since the same amount of time. Like he's seen me grow up. Her family has seen me grow up. Yeah. So if you are just coming in, basically, I'm just saying if you can, please donate to the GoFundMe that I just put up for my best friend Catherine. Her father just passed away from what we're talking about in this video. I don't want to say it because I don't know what they're gonna do with this video, but yeah, he just passed away over the weekend. So the family just needs help being able to send him off. So I know I'm saying this at the beginning of the video. Everybody's like, what's going on? But yeah, that's what it is. And if you just go to the link, I'll put it again in case y'all are just now coming in. But if you go to the link, you'll be able to see how you can donate. Everything goes to the family. Whatever you can donate is greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you watch any of the videos with her, she's a real person. She's like been going through a whole lot over the past 2 to 3 years. And it's just like for this to happen, it's just like, it's really, really tough. But anyways, just thank you for giving me the space to even put that out there because I know I got a good amount of people out there. So whatever you can donate is greatly appreciated. Yeah, so let me get myself together. Let me get some water real. I'll be right back. Okay, my bad, y'all. So let's get into this video. One moment. Okay, so of course everybody's been asking about, am I gonna get the V? Because my school, basically, the school has not made it mandatory, but clinical sites have made it mandatory. Okay, so there's that. Then on top of that, I work as an agency nurse, and I just got this email from one of the agencies that I work for that says, on Wednesday, the White House announced a new rule. So it's not necessarily a law, it just says a new rule that will require facilities that serve Medicare and Medicaid enrollees, which is every freaking body, to require vaccinations for all staff. So it's not just nurses, CNAs, PCTs, respiratory therapy. No, it's everybody, down to the receptionist, the janitor, the person outside in the parking lot putting up flowers. Like, everybody is required, right? So it says this new federal rule. So it doesn't say law. So maybe the title is a little misleading. But anyways, it says the new federal rule could take effect as soon as next month. So basically, they're trying to get everybody vaccinated, right? So I know all these dang employers are going to be like, hey, if you get vaccinated, you can enter to win $100. So anyhow, that's that. Then I did a quick little Google search. I'm on AmericanPress.org, and it does say mandatory code, V's for healthcare workers as a contribution. So basically, any facility that has, any facility that is taking Medicare or Medicaid patients, they're going to require, which is everybody. Like, that's pretty much every facility is taking those type of people, unless it's a private facility, which that I don't see too many of those. So basically, everywhere you go. So it says, let me read it. It just kind of goes into the details of how many people have got the V, yada 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 yada. So apparently this came out August 6th, so I'm a little late. But they said that they made it a rule or a law on Wednesday. That's what my employer said. So yeah, I mean, I feel like who didn't know that was pretty much going to happen, because we do work in healthcare, and because this is this is a big deal right now. So, it's a big deal right now. So, of course, it was definitely going to happen. For me personally, like, yeah, we're going to get into that. But let me see, let me see, you all are saying, Christine says, yes, here in NYC it's mandatory. Bree says, I'm getting exemption. If they let me go, then I have to find something else. Nullify says that the place that I work at made it mandatory. Someone said, is Biden vaccinated? This is crazy. It was broadcasted on TV. I'm sure you can find the vids on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? I just not even, because I really don't pay attention to stuff, because it's just so overwhelming, y'all. I just try to stay in my own bubble and work on me in my household, because it's just a lot. Like, as soon as you go out there, everybody gonna tell your opinion, all this stuff. So like, I try to not to look for it, but if it's brought to my attention, then I do find, I go further and stuff. But I don't be checking for nothing for real. I just be making sure I'm good. Me and mine are good. It's just how I roll, because that's how I keep my sanity and stay grounded. We think we saw him get it, but these people play so many games and tricks. What part of my body, my choice, is so hard for people to understand? It's crazy because the White House is not mandated, but we are. I got vaxxed, but I'm also against forcing it. Okay, so here's my thing. So classes for me start Monday. And of course, like I told you, the school is not making it mandatory, but clinical sites are, hospitals are making it mandatory. And I had to basically come to the decision of whether or not I was going to do it. Was I going to go further in healthcare? Was I going to stay in healthcare? Yada, yada, yada. Initially, I was against it, because I don't even care to even take Tylenol if I have a headache. Like, I don't eat meat. I rarely, if ever, eat dairy. Like, that's something I just recently stopped. But even before that, it was kind of like, I would eat it here and there. I haven't ate meat since I was like 16 years old. So like, I really am big about what I put into my body. But I mean, I'm not perfect, right? But my thing was, it wasn't necessarily oh, I don't know what I'm putting in my body, because we don't even know what we're breathing. Like, it's only like what, less than 20% of what we breathe in is actually oxygen. Everything is all mix of everything, right? So we don't know pretty much anything what's going on. We're not conscious of a lot of things that's going on around us, within us, all that jazz, right? I mean, like, half of us don't even know how to not get pregnant without contraceptives. Like, that's how much we don't know what the hell going on with ourselves. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. So I wasn't like, oh, I don't know what they're putting in us. But it's true, you don't know. But anyhow, my thing was, it's been so politicized. It's like there's so much money behind it. It's ridiculous. It's just crazy to me. I was like, this is getting out of hand. But then on the flip side, like, is it the right brain? The right brain, Brandy. Is it the left brain or the right brain? Which brain is the analytical brain? Anyways, that brain is like, well, you're in healthcare. You're there to help take care of people. This is what's required of you. Either you're gonna do it or not. Like, that's just the end of the story. And I was like, well, okay, I could sit here and be like, oh, they're gonna control me. I don't want to be controlled. But it's like, either way it goes, you're gonna be controlled. Either side of the coin, somebody is saying don't do it, or do it because of these reasons, or don't do it because of these reasons. Like, you have to make a decision for you. And what I talked about in my past video is the left brain is analytical. Yeah, because that's why a lot of us are right-handed, so we use our left hand. Yeah, we use our left brain more. Anyways, and they try to make us all right-handed so we can use our left brain more. That's a whole other story. But anyhow, let me sip to that. So what was I gonna say? Thanks, Jasmine. I got your text. It wasn't my idea. It was her idea. Not really her idea, but yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? But I'm trying my best, y'all. So if you are just coming in, please go to this GoFundMe. I know I'm coming in the middle of it, and like, I'm pushing this on y'all, but like, I have this platform, and I have to use this platform for the best of my abilities to help out the people in my circle. So if you all can please donate to the GoFundMe for my best friend. She just lost her father over the weekend, to what we're talking about in this video. If you're able to donate, please, please, please donate any amount. You can watch videos that I have of her. Like, she's a real person. This is something that's really happening that hit home for me and my friend circle. I've known her dad since I was a little girl. So this is something I'm really hoping that we can do anything, whatever you can do. Of course, you're not obligated to do anything, but if you watch my videos, you find them helpful, you watch videos that she's been in, just please, please do what you can. So I just put the link up, but let me compartmentalize. Let me go back to what I was talking about. What the heck was I just saying, y'all? I kind of like went somewhere else. But yeah, I had to realize, like, when you like, what's for you is for you, right? I know I'm about to go into a whole little tangent, child, but I believe that if I had the mindset that if I take this, I'm gonna get sick, I'm gonna get sick, I'm gonna get sick, I don't, then of course that's what I'm gonna materialize for myself. You all know I'm a very mental person when it comes to like your mindset about stuff. Your mindset basically creates your reality. We all know, people talk about this all the freaking time. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing this for school. I didn't even feel bad at all. I was like, this is a decision I made. I'm doing it for school. So I did get my first shot. I get my second one this Saturday. And I was like, I'm doing this for school. I'm doing this for my future. I'm doing this for my family. And if it is something that, oh, it's the government and this and then the third and is trying to do this to us, whatever, I'm gonna be good regardless. Any decision I make, I'm gonna be okay. Either way it go, even if it doesn't seem like it's okay, I'm gonna be okay because I'm doing things that I feel like is in alignment with what my purpose is. So that's how I see it. And it's just, but the thing is, like, mentally also, I'm just like, they making such a big deal of it. Like Bree said, it's the propaganda for me. Like, yeah, it just makes it so, like, it's just become out of hand. It's become so out of hand. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to feed into that. I'm going to think about what trajectory I'm on in life. So this is what I'm on. This is what I'm doing. I'm not going to allow that to stop me from what I'm doing. So I'm going to be okay. So that's where my mindset was. I was like, I'm not going to try to do exemption. Like, I'm not going to do any of that type of stuff. I'm going to just do it. And guess what? If it is something that's good, if it is something that's helpful, then at least I am not contributing to the problem. That's how I saw it. Now, of course, everyone makes their own decision how they're going to make it, but I just had to think about me. And yeah, I can't, make anybody else feel any type of way. That's just kind of where I was at. And I was like, I'm in school. I've worked so freaking hard to go to school. Like, I've worked for the past 10 years to get back into school. And I finally had the opportunity. Like, I'm not going to let something like that stop me. It just is what it is. And I'm not going to put too much weight on it. Because I know me, if I put too much weight on something, then it's just going to be something that I don't need it to be. I just know me. So I looked at it from a logical point of view and also from a spiritual point of view for me. So let's see. I agree. Feed donuts, money giveaway is ridiculous. It is, but hey, honey, I'm about to apply for whatever I can. I'm about to use it to my own. Everybody, anybody, hey, who give away money and giveaways for the V? I'm definitely applying. I just hate that my school now they're saying like even if you get it, you still have to wear a covering, and I'm like, I didn't went through all this, and I still gotta freaking wear this stuff. Like, oh, I don't want to have to deal with all that. But anyways, can you wipe it off with a tissue? I think it's because I'm not on my laptop. I mean, I'm not on my let's see. I'm usually on my phone, and so it has better. I guess maybe that looks better. It has better pickup or whatever. But I'm on my laptop right now, so I'm using my webcam, so it might not be perfect. Let's see. It's a censoring people that is having side effects, but I respect everyone's decision. I think everyone that's working in healthcare should get the V. Our responsibility is to do no harm. I'm going in LPN and think we'll have to get V, but not sure that that's in our state yet. Yeah, so apparently it's not even like a state thing, like it's a federal thing. And of course, states have to choose if they're going to follow it. I don't freaking know, y'all. Like, I haven't looked like super deep into it. I probably should have before I did this video, but it is what it is. Yeah, I probably should have before I did this video. But yeah, from what I know, it's federal right now, or at least that's what I'm looking at. I have to actually let me see if there's anything else about it. So this is from the 12th. So this is off of U.S. News. Fake news. Anyway, it says that the president will require more than 25 members of the Department of Health to be V. Personnel in all three groups. Our goal. So that's not about that. I don't know. Have you all? Here it is. Oh no, this is just a recommendation. I don't know. I feel like outside of the propaganda, do you feel like it's necessary? Do you feel like it should be done? If you can extract the propaganda, do you feel like it should be done? So Emma says, Brandy, I appreciate this video because my brain has been wrecked about what I should do. Yeah, like I was completely split because I'm a very spiritual person. I'm into crystals and meditation and drinking filtered water because I don't want no fluoride in my water. I'm into getting outside, getting some sunlight. I'm into eating, plant-based foods. I'm into growing the food that you eat and drinking herbal teas and all of that. Like I'm into all of that. But I'm also in a field that's very science-based. And I just had to realize, like, this is what I'm getting into. And I get the flu, all of that. I mean, I've gotten that V because I feel like, if it's going to help, it's going to help. And me, I'm a very healthy person. Like, if something happens, if I get a little cough or a sneeze or whatever, headache, okay, I'll get through it. Because to me, I feel like my vibrations is high, but I'm good. I'm protected. I got my malachite on. I'm protected. So I just try to be in that mind state without putting a lot of weight on stuff. I don't want to put a lot of weight on it because I feel like that's when I'm going to manifest some BS into my life. You say it's a censorship for me. You can't even say the whole V word. I mean, you all have to realize, like, anytime money is involved, there's going to be some type of red tape. There's going to be some type of gagging, if you will. Because there's money involved. Like, it's power and money involved. So, of course, there's going to be something. And it's just like people complain about YouTube, right? Like, YouTube took down my video and they not letting y'all look at my videos. I'm telling the truth. But it's like you still dependent on YouTube for a check. So it's like, I get it. Like, you can be in the system and be like upset with the system, but you're still using the system. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's kind of like the whole thing with Monique, where she was just like, I'm not doing all this, da, 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 da. And Steve Harvey's like, you gotta play the game, sis. Like, either play the game or get out. Do what you gotta do. Play the game until you can make the game. So it just is what it is. That's how I see it. Like, you gotta just get in where you fit in. It made me suspicious too. Like, it still makes me suspicious, but I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna live my life in fear. That's why. And I was like, am I living my life in fear? Am I doing this out of fear or not wanting to be controlled? Because I say either way it goes, I am going to be controlled if I allow it to be the case. If I don't get it, I'm being controlled because I'm like, well, I'm not going to go back to school and become an RN and do this and third because I don't want them to control me. To me, that's in a sense controlling, because I feel like the same people that's fighting against it is fighting for it as well. Especially with stuff like this, like, it be people on both sides fighting just to distract people, just to create a whole other thing. Like, this is deeper than just getting the V. Like, this is some deeper stuff. This whole thing is deep. Like, a lot of stuff is happening and we have no idea that's happening. And this is just the veil or the mask that's there to distract us from actually seeing what's happening. So whether it be good or bad or beneficial, like, it's something else happened deeper. So I'm just going to keep focusing on me, making sure I'm in a good headspace, making sure I'm good and working towards what I'm working towards in life. So that's really like I had to convince myself to do it. But to each his own. And if you feel like you can get the exemption, you want to do it, go for it. Like, of course, do it. I just didn't want to fight it no more. I didn't want to fight it. I was like, let me do this, see what it is about. I'm tired of hearing people say they don't want to do, they do. I don't care. I'm going to make a decision for myself and for my family and keep it pushing. But I always respect anybody's decision, like, because, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. It said, I don't need it, that's why I refuse it. I'm suspicious, but I have completed the V to set a good example for patients and coworkers. However, I don't agree with forcing it. I don't agree either, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's more we don't know because it's being pushed so much. But then it's just like, it just be too much of a mind F. Like, I don't want to do the gesture, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's too much of a mind F. Like, I ain't got time to be thinking about all that. Like, I got other stuff to think about. Like, I'm trying to freaking raise kids over here. Like, I'm trying to raise the future. Like, I ain't got time to be thinking about this shit right now. Like, I gotta, like, stuff to do. So it says people have already had blank that need titers. Those antibodies decrease, so they will need it again. Yeah, and that's to me too. Like, after you go through the whole thing and going through the symptoms, because I was okay, but like I just kept having a freaking headache. Like the day after, and I don't know. I heard the second one is the one that kind of put people out. So drinking my fluids, I have cut down drastically on my caffeine intake. I stopped freaking working out, but I'm gonna go back working out. I think that helps too. So, and just reducing my stress levels. But yeah, hopefully, getting it helps the cause. I don't freaking know. I'm just trying to finish nursing school, child, and do what I'm doing. Somebody says, I'm an LPN, decided to get the V due to working with so many blank patients. Now that the mandate has been set into place for healthcare workers, I always exempt the V's for nursing school. It says, which the thing is, the school is not, the school, I guess, cannot enforce it, but the hospitals, of course, because they're an employer, they can enforce it. Chan Lee says, I'm considering a pay cut and switching jobs because there's no running away from this. Yeah. People who have already, okay, I already read that. I signed a form rather. Oh, to get exempt? Okay. All this forcing does nothing but make people think the opposite, so it's really not a smart move. People have done crazy stuff for lesser. My sister's company just, oh my gosh, had a B threat over this mess. People are upset. Yeah, people are upset. And I just feel like it's like so much fighting against it. It makes you think, like, why are people fighting against it? It's just too much to think about. And what do you all think in your area? And then it's free too. I don't know, but I did get it. I'm trying to read. I'm sorry this video is kind of all over the place, but I just want to come on real quick and see what y'all thought about it before I go to work. I'm in my scrubs. I got to take off my earrings for work. Yeah. I know Orion that quit due to mandate of the V now works at Walmart. I'm just saying, do you, sis? Honey, if I was to quit, I'd be at somebody's Sephora right now. Sephora. I always wanted to work at Sephora for some reason. I would have to be beat every single day and get like paid like $12 an hour. That crushes me right now. To think about that. So yeah, we were told yesterday to go ahead and get the V because the clinical sites. I'll work at Waffle House. Yeah, like if you're not in healthcare, what's like your place you would go work? I would do that. Or yeah, I would do, if I wasn't doing healthcare, I would probably go into what I'm doing right now, like editing, film like something behind a camera. Behind a camera, like with a group of people, and we like planning some shit. Like we like writing scripts and stuff. Like we really like Hollywood. That's where I would be. I don't have to be in front of the screen, but like I want to be the one that's like conceptualizing everything and like seeing my vision come to life. Like that's what I would be doing. So I worked in the thick of it. Yeah, that'd be the thing too, especially when you see it and you like, oh my gosh, like this is a real thing. That's why I think some people are so gun-ho about getting it, because it's like they've really like seen it and dealt with it, and they see like a whole unit just leave, just pass away because of it. And it's, so to them they're like, yeah, like this is serious. Then you have some people who, for me, it's just, I'm an agency nurse, so I do go into places and see it, but I was not at it right at the beginning. But I've seen stuff happen. I've seen it get moved around. I've seen people, things happen. But I'm also just like, yeah, I've seen it happen. I've seen it, how bad it can be. But not as bad as some people. Let's see. I've always wanted to work in healthcare, and this is scaring me. I think we all have to just get our minds right about it. Really sit with yourself and really think, if you want to do this, then just see this as something that needs to be done for you to go further. Of course, I don't want to force anybody. If you can get an exemption, you want to go that route, definitely do it. But, just sit with yourself and say, is this what I want? Is this okay? Am I okay with this? Because best believe this is not the worst thing you're going to see in healthcare. It's not the worst ethical issue that you're going to come across in this field. There's so much crazy stuff that happens in this field. You're going to be like, I cannot believe we're letting this happen. I cannot believe that this is happening. Like, what the hell? Like, I did not get into this field to be doing this. You're going to come across a lot of stuff that you're going to be like, this is not right. I don't agree with this. So doing this and getting this, of course, because it's your actual body that it's happening to, and your psyche, and really it's the psyche. They say this disease is really just dis-ease within the body, within the spirit. If you want to get real deep on some stuff, okay? Stuff that you don't even realize you got issues with, subconscious stuff that is plaguing you is the reason why things happen. And you can believe it or not. Just like how some people say, well, it's science. You don't have to believe it. It's factual. It's the same. Somebody said an OnlyFans. OnlyFans is banning certain stuff now too, y'all. But yeah, OnlyFans, okay. Oh my goodness, Nurse B edition. Child, I would be dead. Okay. I would not be here if I was to do something. Honey, that husband of mine, he crazy. He crazy. He'd be like, ain't no freaking way. Oh gosh, it's 2:00. I'm gonna have to get ready for work in a minute. Leave for work. I think I lost some weight because these scrubs, maybe they were always tight. I don't freaking know. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff you're gonna come across, especially with these insurance. The insurance is the real con artist. Like insurance companies are the real freaking con artists of healthcare. When I tell you, they are the con artists of healthcare. Like they are healthcare. Insurance companies are healthcare, flat out. They the people we working for. Once you get deeper into it, like this stuff, every industry you get into, you be like, I cannot believe this is what's happening. The food industry, healthcare industry, beauty industry, YouTube, all of these industries, entertainment, all these industries have such crazy dark sides to them. It's ridiculous. I know it's kind of getting off on a tangent, but like especially healthcare. Like it's a wicked, wicked west out here. Um, so it says somebody says I got the V yesterday. I've been working in healthcare for 6 years and have no other skills. I mean, what you think? Like, are you upset with that? I've been working in healthcare for 7 years. Before I did that, I was a daycare worker. Before I did that, I was changing oil at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Like, I don't have any other. I mean, I do have other skills, but this is your career. It's the career you made for yourself. Did you hear about the famous nurse who blanked due to insurance not allowing him to have his organ replacement done? Like I said, they're the real boogeyman in women of this world that we in, especially in the U.S., is insurance companies. Yeah, I took care of my husband that had it. I was hoping to get it, but never did. I used no PPE, still slept with him and still hugged him and kissed him, still didn't get it. But they say some people, like, they might get a false negative and they might not have any symptoms, but they can still be carrying it, right? What exempt letter? You would have to go through your employer to get the exempt letter. Yes, they do make the decisions on who gets certain care. Like there's nurses that are specifically in place, and you could do this from home as an insurance nurse. There's actually a terminology, but I know somebody who does this, and he's at home and he literally reviews. He said it's a very important job. He said he reviews that person's chart, review everything that's going on with them, and they make the decision on whether or not to approve. It's an actual person in their house, a nurse that's saying whether or not you're going to be able to get approved for this $100,000, $200,000 surgery. And of course, I'm sure there's incentives and bonuses you get based on your decisions that you make or what, certain quotas you meet. Like it's literally just money. It's money. Money is a thing that is ruling and, controlling everything. But I ain't got a problem with money. Like money is a great thing. Money comes to my life abundantly. I'm abundant. Okay. Money is not the problem, but the way that we view money, and that's the issue. But money, you good. Okay. I accept you. I appreciate you, money, because you can't be against money and expect to get it. So I appreciate you, money. I'm receiving it. But money is the reason why all this stuff happens. We need that specialty. But you know what? You still would need to get it because if you work for an employer who has patients who are receiving Medicare or Medicaid, you're still required to get it. Even if you do not come in contact with somebody, you're still required to get it because the way they're seeing it is if your staff does not get the V and you're getting money from the government and something happens, I have an outbreak, you're basically saying the government now has to pay for the fact that your staff does not have it and they're spreading it throughout the facility. We don't want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to have to pay for the fact that your staff is not doing it. So any facility that is receiving money through Medicare or Medicaid, all of their employees, no matter what position they are in, they could never see a patient based off of the terminology I'm looking at. They could never see a patient and will still have to. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this on my Facebook. You would still have to get it. Does that make sense? Like that's from the terminology I'm seeing. That's what it looks like. Does everybody else get that? I would not be able to do that job. I would not be able to separate from the job. The insurance. Oh yeah. I think everybody feels like once you get into something, you're not gonna like be able to do it. But once you start doing it, you start to learn how to compartmentalize. You have to learn how to do that. How to separate and distance yourself from a situation. And I don't want to say like you become jaded, but once you start doing something for a while, then it's like you have no choice. And you're not going to be jaded, but you get used to it. Just like people that be on poles every night. At first, when you go out there, you might like, oh my God, I'm shy. Da, 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 da. The next thing you know, after about a month or two, you like, honey, spread open. Drop it like it's hot. Like, where my money at? So I don't know why I thought about being a stripper. But you get what I'm saying? Like after a while, you're gonna be like, whatever you gotta do, bust it wide open, like do you have change for this? Like, can I get a little extra something else? Do you want to dance? Like after a while, it just is what it is. You just gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Um, yeah, and that's true. I'm not saying that you can't be a person. So Mary said usually, but with every death, it has hurt you, bad. And I'm not saying that you're not human. Of course, you're gonna be human, but you have to, in order to move forward and be able to do your job and be there for the rest of the people that you're taking care of and to be there for the family, you can't be breaking down while the family breaking down. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn how to somewhat understand the process, and this is just part of the process, and yada yada yada. If that make any sense. I know that probably sound like I'm just like I don't care, but of course I do care, because I will come home with stuff and like that's when I'm like everything kind of just floods in. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I've worked at places and I've been like, oh, the whole time like, oh my goodness, this is too much. Like, oh, I'm ready to get up out of here. And as soon as I get home, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad for those people. Like I'm like sending out love and peace to them, because I'm just like, this is a lot to deal with. It's a lot. You're still human underneath it all, but you do become used to certain things, if that makes any sense. I know I kind of went back and forth. All right, y'all. I think I'm about to get off of here and get ready for work in a second. The nurses don't get kickbacks. There are criteria set in place that they follow. It's a business. Insurance get government money to provide managed care. But you know what? I think, because I don't know if they get kickbacks, but I know he said, like, I was talking to him, he was like, there's a bonus that he was getting. Now, I don't know if it was just his holiday bonus, but he was telling me, like, if he's able, I don't know if it's you're able to process a certain amount of them within a certain amount of time, especially within a certain period, because, there's like an annual, like insurance is like you get a certain amount allocated to you every year. So if you're coming towards the end of the year, y'all, this is literally just coming out of my ass right now. But if you get to the end of the year and like say you've used a certain amount of your deductible, like I'm sure that there was a like a kickback or a bonus a nurse would get if they were able to process a certain amount of claims within a certain time before the end of the year. Because he was telling me something, which I need to freaking talk to him. That's why I talk to people, because they be giving me all the tea. Do we get a work vlog? I'm going to a different facility. I've never been to this facility later that I'm going to. I've been there once during nursing school, but I've never worked there. This is my husband. Like, you go to work, right? Let me text him. Yes, but not until 3. But anyways, yes, let's get her. Let's go to work. Yes, I'm about to go to work in a minute. But yeah, I got the Pfizer. Only got tried the first one and mild body aches for second day. Oh, for the second one. Okay, good. I don't want to have to go through too much. Is it true that they change the NCLEX every 3 years? I know that they're gonna change it after I know that they have what do you call it? I know that they're going to change it after I take the NCLEX. So I take the NCLEX in 2022. Oh my God, I got to take the NCLEX, y'all. I take the NCLEX in 2022. So I heard like after that, they're going to change it and make it more like case study based. I don't freaking know. But yeah, that's that. I'm about to, if there's anything else, let me know if there's anything else you all want to know. I start nursing school, go back to school on Monday. No, I go back to school Tuesday. And then I have clinicals one day out of the week for 12 hours. Chat. But my kids are going to be in daycare, so that's good. Yeah, so I just want to come on real quick. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video. Go to the GoFundMe. It's for my best friend Catherine, for her family to help with her father, to help bury him. He just passed away from this pandemic that we're talking about right now. So it definitely helps the family. And you can, like I said, check out any other videos that I have with her, so you can kind of realize, like, this is an actual person that's experiencing this. It's pretty heavy. So anybody who's going through this, despite the fact of whether or not you want to get the V or not, If you choose to get it, if you believe it, you think it's conspiracy, whatever, like the actual the actual issue that we're fighting is still an issue. So I don't never want to take that lightly, because it is an actual issue for people. People are losing their lives. People are losing, very important people to them, and it's affecting all of us. And we all know this, right? We all know this stuff, right? I don't want to drill your head about it, but it's just like, dang, it's like crazy. It's really actually affecting people. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually affecting people. It's crazy. That's all I can say. Like, it's real. And yeah. So that's that. I love you all. We're gonna have some more work vlogs coming up. I'm gonna be doing some, look at them nails, honey. I need some polish, some clear polish. Y'all tell my mind just be all over the place. But I'm gonna do a work vlog tonight for you all, and we're gonna have some school vlogs coming up pretty soon. We got a lot happening right now. So I love you all. I appreciate you all. Please donate if you can. Share this live. Share my channel. Share my past videos with her. Go check them out. And yeah, I just hope y'all staying safe. Y'all keeping y'all mind right. Whatever that means for you. Either way it goes. Either way it go. Get your mind right, child. And everything else gonna follow. Wherever the head goes, the body follows. The spirit follows. All of that. So get yourself together, honey. Good luck to you on nursing school. Thanks for all the information. My condolences to your friend. Thank you so much, SM Diamond. Yes. She is a very, very dear friend. I've known her since I was 9 years old, and I've known her family, like legit. Been at the house, like know the family, know the grandma, know everybody. Since I was a little girl, and I'm 31. So this is pretty big. It's pretty big right now. And she's like one of the best people that I know. And she's like the leader in her family, like, and she's going through this. It's crazy. Like, yeah. So, but that's life, right? And we just gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna keep moving forward. We're gonna stay strong, stay positive. And that's that. If somebody said you'll be fine, just rest after your second shot and have food cooked and housework done. Get your, you all, I'm getting this Saturday, and I got to take the kids to 2 birthday parties on Saturday, 1 birthday party on Sunday. My house still is not all the way clean. I'm getting ready for school next week, so it is what it is. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm sending y'all good vibes. I want everybody to be good going forward. Y'all know that's all I care about. It's like, are we okay? You okay? I'm a Cancer, so I want y'all to be okay. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go to somebody's job. We're gonna see how this might go. They first said that this place did, because I talked to CNAs every time I go somewhere, real quick. Every time I go somewhere, if you're agency staff and you see another agency staff, ask them this question: where else you be going to? Ask them that question, because what it's going to do is, if there's a place that you've never gone to, asking them if they ever been there will give you a little bit of the tea before you pick up a shift. So I freaking asked about this place, and a few CNAs was like, yeah, they have it. They have it in the building. Like, I was like, they got it in the building? They was like, yes. And I was like, so now when I picked up today, they were like, I asked my agency, I was like, so do they have, this in the building? They was like, oh, to our knowledge, they don't have it. I'm like, to y'all knowledge. Because the last time I picked up, if you look at my last vlog, the last time I picked up, they tried to say, oh, no, they don't have it. And then they were like, they would tell us if they had it. And I'm like, well, I'm in the building and they do have it. And they're trying to have me work on their unit. And I did not sign up for this with this pay rate. So decide what you're going to do, because I can easily walk up out of here. So, yeah, so we'll see. This place, from what I know, is very clean. It's chill. It's only 15 minutes from my house. So I'm about to go head out there. I know I just went off on a tangent. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. I love y'all so freaking much. I don't even know how much I appreciate you all. So I hope you all can donate if you can. Keep sending my friends some love, some peace, some good energy. I think my kids are woke. I have not cooked their food, and I'll need to leave in like 2 minutes. Yeah, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm about to go.